This is the bridge for exercise, for exercise, for exercise. The general emergency signal is about to be sounded for guest exercise purposes only. The signal you have just heard was the general emergency signal and was sounded for guest exercise purposes only. If you have not already done so, you should return to your stateroom and collect your life jacket, warm clothing, a head covering, your ship ID card and any medication you normally use. Then, carrying your life jacket, go to the assembly station which is specified on the back of your stateroom door. Please have your ship ID cards ready to be scanned by personnel near the entrance of the assembly station. In the stairways and alleyways, you should keep to the right. You should walk quickly and quietly, but do not run. Also make sure that the belt in your life jacket does not trail on the deck, as this is a trip hazard. This exercise is carried out in accordance with international law, as a requirement that all newly embarked guests attend, even if you are a regular traveller. So we know you have attended, please ensure you have your ship ID card scanned. Any persons not attending will be required to attend further safety briefings.
Please take a moment to check the bottom of your life jackets to ensure they have the letter C on them. If so, you are in the correct assembly station. If your life jacket has the letter A, B or G, then please make yourself known to the member of the ship's company who will be happy to assist you. For those of you in assembly station C, please ensure your stateroom ID card has been scanned upon entry by a member of the ship's company. Please take a seat whilst we await further instructions from the bridge. You are not required to wear your life jacket at this time, but please keep it close to you, making sure that the strap does not trail on the floor. Once again, welcome to Assembly Station C for Charlie.
This is the captain, Simon Love. And on behalf of the entire ship's company and all of us at Cunard Line, may I wish you a very warm welcome on board Queen Victoria. We're going to do our utmost to ensure that you have a most enjoyable voyage with us. Normally, in order to respect your privacy, we do not broadcast announcements through the staterooms. However, should you wish to hear all announcements, please leave your television on and tune to channel 43 when the volume is turned up. That's during the daytime, of course. As your safety and well-being is our highest priority, I would now request your complete attention while I outline some important information. The signal you heard a few moments ago was the general emergency signal. This consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast on the ship's whistle and the ship's alarms. It is the only signal that requires you to take action in an emergency and is used to call you to your assembly station. The general emergency signal is not the signal to abandon ship. If you hear the signal at any time, including when the ship is in port, without having been warned that an exercise is taking place, you should go to your stateroom, collect your life jacket, warm clothing, head covering and any medication that you normally use. Then carrying your life jacket, go to the assembly station, which is specified on the safety notice on the back of the stateroom door. The assembly stations are located on deck numbers 1, 2 and 3. Guides will be positioned on the stairways to direct and assist you. Please walk quickly and quietly on the stairways and in alleyways. Keep to the right to allow other guests and crew to pass. In the early stages of an emergency, you may be instructed to return to your staterooms, where you'll be accounted for by your stateroom steward. If for any reason you are prevented from returning to your stateroom, go directly to your assembly station, where a life jacket will be given to you from additional life jackets stowed in the vicinity of the assembly stations. When you reach your designated assembly station, you should wait quietly for the instructions and information that will be broadcast over the public address system or given to you by the officer in charge of the station. If it is required, a roll call will be made. In the event that it is necessary to abandon the ship, the order will be given from the bridge. The staff will then divide you into groups and guides will take you from your assembly station to the ship's survival craft via the exits now being indicated by members of the ship's company. In the event of a fire and during exercises, your route may appear to be blocked by fireproof doors. They are heavy, these doors may be opened by hand and will close automatically behind you. There are alternative exits from every guest space, and you should take a few moments to thoroughly familiarise yourself with the area surrounding your stateroom. In the event of an emergency, low location strip lighting will switch on automatically. If the visibility in your area is reduced and you cannot see the normal exit signs, you should keep close to the floor and crawl if necessary. Follow the illuminated strip and it will lead you to an exit. It is important that you do not use the elevator in an emergency, as you may become trapped in the event of a power failure. Should you smell smoke or discover a fire, press one of the red fire alarms situated around the ship. This warns the bridge so that immediate action can be taken. Please note that you will not hear the alarm should the alarm sound near you. However, immediate action will be taken. If you should see anyone fall overboard, throw a lifebuoy or anything else that will float and may assist the person in the water, and shout, "Man overboard," and inform the nearest crew member. The safety of our guests and our crew is our utmost priority. To this end, all Cunard line vessels operate under the highest level of security awareness. Therefore, please help us to maintain the security of the ship by showing your identification card to the members of the ship's company at the gangway when both leaving and boarding the ship at each port. They may require to search your hand baggage. Do not carry on board any parcels or baggage for the benefit of a stranger. We regret having to restrict visitors to the ship, but you will appreciate that these simple precautions are necessary and would ask for your full cooperation. There are areas of the ship that are marked for crew only. Please do not enter these areas if you are invited. Never sit on the ship's side rails, including those on the stateroom balconies. Cunard Line is committed to the protection of the environment, so please do not throw anything over the ship's side. For those of you who smoke, the ship has designated smoking areas. These are located on the starboard side of open decks 3 and 10. It is prohibited to throw cigarette ends or cigarette butts over the ship's side. This is because they can be drawn back into the ship and lie undetected, causing a serious fire. Please use the receptacles and ashtrays provided and ensure that smoking materials are fully extinguished. Please note that you are not permitted to smoke on passenger cabin balconies. I would ask you all to carefully study the safety section of your stateroom information folder. This also outlines what electrical and other items you are not able to use on the ship. Additionally, due to the risk of fire, please do not leave chargers or other electrical items switched on and unattended. You must switch off and unplug them when leaving your stateroom and when retiring for the night. Should you require further information regarding our procedures, please contact the purser's desk. I would like to take this opportunity to outline the swimming pool usage policy. The hydrant pool, located on deck 9 at the forward end of the ship, can be accessed via the spa. The pavilion pool, located on deck 9 midships, is for all age groups. And the Lido pool, located on deck 9 aft, is for adults only. I do also need to point out there are no designated lifeguards on duty at any of the swimming pools, and as such remind all parents and guardians travelling with children that the conduct, well-being and safety of your children remains your responsibility when they are using the pool facilities. Very shortly, I will hand you over to the officers in charge of the assembly stations, who will conduct a life jacket demonstration. But finally, a request that on completion of this drill, when returning to your staterooms and at any other time, that priority is given to wheelchair users and other mobility impaired guests for the use of the elevator. Thank you for attending this muster, which is held for our mutual safety. And once again, on behalf of us all at Cunard Line, we do hope that you have an enjoyable time on board. I shall be broadcasting you all just at about 6 o'clock this evening with navigational information and information regarding our voyage down to Cordula. Thank you very much indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, the members of the ship's company will now demonstrate how to correctly put on a life jacket. You do not need to wear your own life jacket at this point. Holding the life jacket in both hands, undo the Velcro strip. Place the life jacket over your head and reconnect the Velcro strip, making sure that the writing on the life jacket is facing forward. Pass the strap around your waist and connect the buckle at the front of the life jacket. Pull the strap to make sure that it is tight to the body, then tuck it in any part of the strap that may be draping down. On the life jacket, there is a light and a whistle for attracting attention. Ladies and gentlemen, may we ask you to now stand and put on your own life jackets. The ship's company will be at hand to require for any assistance. Once you have put on your own life jacket, we will then ask